What's happening, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another video from Bulls to the Wall Trading. This is going to be my watch list for Wednesday, April 25th, 2018. For those of you that don't know the format of my videos, or this is your first time watching it, what I like to do is I like to discuss my day trading watch list, and then I go into swing trading. Since I made a video last night, I will first discuss the stocks that I had in my watch list last night and see how they performed today. So hopefully you guys can see what I look for and see hopefully that some of these stocks worked out, and if you would have invested in these stocks, what would have happened. I'm not a financial planner or a financial advisor, so anything that I discuss here is just my personal opinion. I will always encourage you to do your own research, and I'm not here to tell you which stocks to buy and which stocks to sell. That's not what I'm here for. I rather teach you guys so you guys can determine that on your own. And that is the reason why I created this channel. I want people to learn to trade. I want to make it simple. I want to break down that barrier that trading is difficult, that investment is hard, that it's only for super smart people, because that's really not the case. I know at first it can be intimidating, but once you get into it, once you understand the ins and outs, you realize that it's just patterns. That's really all it is. At first it's intimidating, but I promise you guys, if you stick with it, if you give it time, you'll be able to trade, and you'll be able to invest, and everything will make sense. I have a free chat room through the Discord app. So if you're interested in joining that, I will leave the link to that chat room in the description of this video. With that out of the way, I don't think I have anything else to say. Nope. Alright, so let's go into the stocks that I had last night on my watch list, and let's see how they performed. So the first one that I had is EBIO. Alright, so this one did pretty good. So the way that I day trade is I day trade the pre-market high, intraday high, or post-market high. So this line that you see right here, that was the high. Let me move it over here. That was the high yesterday when I made the video. So what I would have done, I would have kept track of this in the morning, meaning today. And because it was moving in the pre-market, I would have definitely kept an eye on this one. I like stocks that move in the pre-market. So this one meets that criteria. So I would have followed it. What I would have done next is make a new resistance line where the new high is. As you can see, this was the high right here at this point, but after that, around right here was the new high. So what I would have done if I would have kept track of this one this morning, I would have made a new line right here at the new high, and I would have deleted my previous line. So now this is my new high. So how do you trade the pre-market high, or how do you trade momentum? What you want is the price to come up to your resistance line that we drew, which is the high. You want it to cross above with good volume, and then that could have a nice little pop to the upside. So in this candle right here, it went all the way up, and then it came back down. So it broke across our pre-market high. So we could have gotten in. We had 500,000 in volume. You can see that right there. So we would have gotten in right here. The high was at around 218. So we probably would have gotten in at 219, 220 as soon as it crossed. And as soon as it did that, it would have probably came down. It would have gone up, then came back down. And then on the second candle, shot up, came down a little bit, a little pullback, and then it went all the way back to 234. So if you would have gotten in, let's say you would have gotten in at, let's say 219, and rode that all the way, let's say to 230, because you didn't want to get too greedy, you would have made a 5% profit, or 11 cents per share. You know, anything's better than nothing. It's a nice little pop. But I just want you to see the theory behind my day trading strategy and how we like to do things. Obviously, after 234, it came down, it consolidated, and then it went down, and I don't want to say it crashed, but it went below the pre-market high. So this is one thing that you got to keep in mind. It's not going to go up forever, so at some point you're going to have to cash in your profits. So this one was a pretty good one. Let's check out the next one. GERN. All right, here's another one. So this line right here was yesterday's high. Okay, so that was at around $4.20. It had some movement in the pre-market, but it didn't cross the high that we previously had. So the same scenario, we want the stock to move up, cross our high that we have right here. With good volume, we could have gotten in and hopefully have a nice little pop. So our line was at 420. We could have gotten in any time above 420, let's say 421, 422, and it would have been a short ride to the high of 428. So this is what I always say, it's not always going to be a 20-cent pop, 30, 40, 50-cent pop. It could just be 5, 6, 7 cents. So if you would have gotten in on here, and you would have gone all the way up to $4.28, maybe your greedy side would have said, no, I'm staying in, I want more money. Little did you know that after 428 it just came down. So this is what I always mean, that things can go south very quickly when you're day trading, and you got to have a strategy. So this one would have given you a small profit per share, but it's still better than nothing. The next one, CHEK. Holy, what the wow. All right, so for people that say you can't make money day trading, I mean, you're seeing it right here on your screen. This is insane. Okay, so here's where we had, wow, this is pretty crazy. So this line right here is where we had our high yesterday, which was at about $7.82. Okay, during the post market and during the pre-market, it never crossed that line, so this high was still valid. As soon as the market opened, the price crossed our high. How was the volume? 100,000. That's pretty good. So it went up to about $9.22, came back down, consolidated, and then it just went ape shit crazy. Pardon my French. So it just shot up from $9 basically to $12, consolidated again, shot up again to $14, and it reached a high of almost $18. That's ridiculous, and it's still trading in the post market. So again, for those people that say day trading is a scam, you can't make money, blah, 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 this is a perfect scenario. And as you can tell, it never came back down below the pre-market high. It stayed above it. So if you got in, let's say at $8.11, and you rode this all the way up, let's just say to $17, because again, you don't want to get too greedy. Oh my God, you would have made 100% profit, more than 100%, and you would have made about $9 per share. That's effing ridiculous. That's day trading for you. You can make a lot of money day trading, as you can see here, but you can also lose a lot of money. This stock went up $7.61, or 104%. So this one I called out yesterday. This one, for those of you guys that watch my video, you guys know that I called this one out, and here's the result. Did I know this was going to happen? Absolutely not. But I saw the potential, and here you go. There it is. The charts don't lie, numbers don't lie. This is perfect situation. Well, that's pretty crazy. All right, so that was the stocks that I had called out yesterday. Let me move on to today's stuff, and let me make it quick. CLNS. So we identify the high, and the high is right here at $6.06. So we draw our resistance line right there, and again, we want the price to come up, cross above $6.06 with good volume, and hopefully it can have a nice little pop. MARA. This one moved up, and it really started to pop when the market closed. and it's still moving after the bell hit. It reached new highs for the day of 207 after the market closed, so that's a good sign, and it's currently at $2.05, so it's literally right there. Definitely a good sign that it's still moving post-market, so keep that one in mind. LEDS. This one is kind of iffy. The only reason I have this one on here is because I want you guys to see why I always stress the whole dollar and half dollar amounts as a big resistance point. As you can see here, the stock shot up and didn't go past $5. That's why the whole dollar and half dollar amount is very important. It's no coincidence that this shot up, and as soon as it went to $5, it just came right back down. It's a heavy mental resistance that all the traders, all the investors know that whole dollar and half dollar amounts, big resistance. So yeah, this one can come back up and cross above $5. Above $5, it would be a good one. But it's currently at around 440, so it has a long way to go. Could it happen? Yes, but I think it's kind of like a long shot. And the last one, if I can read my handwriting, HCX. No, that's not it. I can't read my handwriting. ITC. Nope, that's not it either. Huh. Let me see if I can find it. NX. Nope, that's not it. Huh. Well, I can't read my handwriting. Oh, HLX maybe? Yeah, that's probably it. HLX. HLX. Yeah, this is it. So again, here's another one that shot up. It maintained its new highs. It reached a high of 429. That's where we draw the line. And it looks like it's starting to slowly curl back up. And you guys know what to do from here on out. Alright, so that's day trading. Let me switch it over to swing trading and see what we got. I am still in my two stocks that I've been in for a while. I'm still in BTG. I got in on this stock at $2.80 on this candle right, was it here? Yeah, or this candle right here. It's at 285, so this stock just goes up and down, up and down. Not expecting much from it. It has a target price of $5, but I mean, it's like, when is it gonna start making it move up? I'm still in it though, so I can't complain. And ESV, this is the one that I've been riding for a while now. It just keeps going up, so I'm making some pretty good coin on this one. If you don't know the difference between day trading and swing trading, they're two totally different things. My recommendation is just to Google the difference between the two and you'll see. For swing trading, what I like to do is just support plays. Basically, I identify the support and I just look for a double bottom or a possible bounce off of support. As always, for you guys that watch my videos, you guys know that I always tell you that there's many ways of trading, and that my way is the way that works for me, and that doesn't mean that it's necessarily gonna work for you. You have to identify what works best for you, and maybe my style will work for you, or maybe it doesn't. It's not compatible with how you like to trade or how you like to do things. So as far as swing trading, I'm getting really ticked off because I haven't found anything to swing trade the last like 2 weeks, which is really pissing me off. So I think if tomorrow I don't find anything, I'm going to change my criteria and cast a wider net. So hopefully I'll find something, because right now I only trade from stocks that are from $1 to $10. I think that's how I have it. So if I can't find anything tomorrow, I'll probably go from 1 to 15 or 1 to 20 in hopes of finding something. But there were some nice setups, and I was thinking about getting in some stocks today as far as swing trading, but when I looked at the chart and when I saw everything, I realized that I would be kind of forcing the trade. So I didn't want to do that, because that's how you make mistakes. NVAX is one that I am currently watching. It's right at support, as you can see right here. So I'm just Trying to see what it does tomorrow. If it has a green candle, that could present a nice setup. BBD, here's another one that's coming down towards support. Again, for my liking, it's not ready yet. It hasn't provided the right setup. ZNGA, this one's another one that's right at support. I'll be keeping an eye on this one to see what it does tomorrow. DDR, this is one that earlier this month I invested in and I made some money. It fell a little bit below support, so I'm not really that interested in it anymore, but because I made some money earlier this month, I might just want to keep an eye on it and maybe I'll change my mind. CX, this one's coming down closer to support. I want it to keep coming down more. LC, same thing, wanted to keep coming down closer to support. GPOR, this one started to come up and started to have a positive gain. My perfect situation would be for a red day or a couple red days for it to come down and then bounce at support. SN, again, we want it to come down to support more for a possible bounce. GNW, I thought about getting in this one because, well, let me delete this one right here. So this is what I had today. This is my support, and it went red and then followed by a green day. So this is what I like to see. But when I looked at the previous movement of the chart, it didn't really do much for me, because I probably would have gotten in at around 280-ish, and it would have seen resistance at around $3. So, you know, a 20-cent gain isn't really, you know, what I'm going for. So the chart wasn't really something that I liked, but I definitely thought about it. And once I got a second look at it, I just decided that it wasn't a good situation or a good setup. WPG, this one's right at support, so I want to see a green day tomorrow, and I could get in. If it keeps coming down, then I'll catch it at this other support. GPRO, GoPro, this one looks like it started to reverse, but if it starts to go red again, I'll catch it at support. So as you guys can see, this is just the same thing over and over. We're looking for the same patterns. Fitbit, I had this one, but again, the chart didn't look all that great to me, and the movement of the chart is just kind of, you know, it goes up and down, but it's not quite the movement that I like to see. So this is another one that I thought about getting in, but I realized that it probably wasn't smart. AUO, I'm really high on this one. Again, it's right at support and it bounced up a little bit, so tomorrow will be an interesting day, and I have a lot. VKTX, same situation, bounce at support. I would love to see a green day tomorrow. AMKR, it's another same situation, bounce at support. So we'll see what it does tomorrow. SFUN, same thing, bounce at support. Whoops, whoa. Definitely didn't mean to do that. So yeah, that's at support. And I think that's the last one. Oh, no. AGEN, this one came down to support. It started to bounce up today, so you might be saying, well, why didn't you get in this one? I like to see a bigger green candle, not just something like this. I like to invest when it's a what's called a bullish engulfing pattern, which basically means the green candle is bigger than the red candle. TGB, want that one to keep coming down. And that is it. And I've been speaking way too much. I like to make these videos short and sweet, so I will leave it there. As always, guys, thank you for the support. Thank you for all the new subscribers, for all the new followers. Thank you for everybody that has join the chat room. I appreciate the support. I'm here to help. If there's anything I can do, just ask. And as always, just remember that you can do this. This isn't really hard. I know at first it might be intimidating, but just stay with it, and I guarantee that you will be able to trade and that you will be able to make sense of everything that I have been speaking about. Again, guys, thanks for the support and have a good night. I'll see you back here again tomorrow.